course I've some new evidence. Do you now? How very interesting. Why don't you sound the least bit concerned? No, I can't let it get to me. I just have to keep pressing forward. This new evidence points to a different suspect. Well, I think I bullshitted and lost here. No, I should have gone with no evidence first for safety. Ah, maybe.
Take that!
You would claim this evidence proves the existence of a different suspect? Wait, that wasn't the reaction I was expecting. Your Eminence, are you saying this piece of evidence doesn't do anything for you? It would appear to me you chose evidence at random. In the vain hope you would learn something from my reaction, is that not correct? Oh. Your Majesty? For shame! Sorry. Time to rethink that one. Such evidence does not exist. Just as I thought. I was so hoping you'd present me as evidence to allow me to claim your head. Well, I didn't walk head first into that one then. So what now, Apollo? Well, unless we can prove Nanya killed Inga, this trial's over and so are we. Isn't there still a way to get the proof we need, even without evidence? You know, a key means to obtain testimony here in Karayan? Eh? Wait, are you actually suggesting it certainly won't be easy, but it's worth a try? Your Majesty, a crucial step in uncovering the truth behind the case has yet to be undertaken in this trial, but I'm positive I can back up our claim with this one step. You mean you'll be able to prove Nanya killed Justice Minister Inga? And just how do you propose to do that? With the help of a certain someone. You need help? From someone? Well, I can't imagine who it could be. But I suppose I must ask. Whose help do you need to uncover the truth? Seriously? Sorry, just looking at everyone's ages.
Take that!
But that is... me? Here in Karayan, legal proceedings include the viewing of a victim's final moments, but that requires your benevolence's help. Such information is just as vital as any other piece of conclusive evidence. If you're right about this, Rafa's power should enable her to see the very moment Nanya stabbed Inga. It'll be hard to watch your father's murder, but it's the only way to uncover the truth. Your benevolence, we need you and your power. You need me?
Objection!
Wretched simpleton, did you not see what ensued in the previous attempt? You would only succeed in wasting more time, or is it your goal to make her collapse again?
Objection!
The princess said she was prepared earlier. Besides, it's her duty as royal priestess. I'd say it's all up to her now. Am I
Prepared to fulfill my duty?
Isn't a divination seance required at all trials anyway? If so, I imagine there'd be a problem with handing down a verdict without one. Indeed, it would be problematic. Under Chinese law, a seance must be conducted before a verdict can be rendered.
Such insolence!
You...
Must you try my patience so? If I must dispense with that vexing law, then I dispense with it I shall.
Eh?
As ruling sovereign of Khurain, I proclaim the following. Henceforth, the divination seance shall be optional.
What? She has the power to do that? She just rewrote the law with a flourish of her hand.
Mother, I do not wish for the trial to end like this. It is as the defence said, I must not neglect my duty simply because I am afraid. I shall go through with it this time. I will conduct the seance once more.
Such insolence!
Rafer, do not be fooled by this lawyerly guile. You are not prepared to witness your father's death. But Hornhead needs my help. Rafer, did you not tell me earlier? Did you not tell me you were prepared? Despite your grandiose posturing, you collapsed in a most piteous fashion. Even worse, you've erred in your insights as of late. For has not the barred one there overturned them more than once? You cannot be trusted to keep your word, nor can you reveal the truth for your insights. So I say to you, be gone. This sacred hall of justice has no need for such a worthless royal priestess. Worthless?
Wow, how could she say that to her own daughter?
So, Mother, you think me worthless?
Go on, light a fire under her ass.
Objection!
A benevolence says she can do it, don't she? So I don't see why you have to condemn her before she's even made the attempt.
Very well, horned devil. If you're really so bent on having a seance, I shall give my consent.
Really?
However, should Rafer fail once more, you two and the accused shall all be executed on the spot.
Come again?
This is proving to be far more entertaining than I'd anticipated. Well, lawyer, what say you? Will you wager your life and call Rafer to perform a divination seance?
I don't think you're worthless, your benevolence. Far from it, in fact. If you say you can do it, I believe in you.
Hornhead, I do not understand. If I fail, you will be put to death.
I know you collapsed during your previous attempt. I can't even imagine how terrible it must have been for you. But despite that, you're willing to try again. I have faith in that conviction, in that courage.
My courage?
Ah, so she was doomed to fail if she didn't have the courage to perform the seance? But it looks like she's got the determination to try again. Right, and that's a bet I'm willing to take.
But it is as Mother said. I've erred in my insights as of late. Not only have I failed to reveal the truth, I've also contributed to false accusations. Knowing that, can you still say you believe in me?
Objection!
I wouldn't take stock in those words, Your Benevolence. Despite what your mother says, I don't think you've made any errors at all.
Huh?
In the trials I've been part of here in Karayan, I would never have proven my clients innocent without your seances. Because even though they didn't always reflect the absolute truth, the insight they provided served as vital leads to finding the truth.
Vital leads? My seances?
So please, Your Benevolence, try to perform the divination seance one more time.
Objection!
Rafa, stop this madness. It's for your own good. You are ill-prepared to face your father's death. Go, leave the sacred hall at once. No. What did you say? I said no, Mother. I said no, Mother. For I am the royal priestess of Karayan. I have no need of you now. Even if you do not need me, Mother, Hornhead and his Hall of Justice do. He proved to me by risking his own life. It is because of him I now understand. The divination seance is my sacred duty. I must fulfill it no matter the risk.
Your Benevolence.
Mother told me the divination seance was a mere reflecting naught but the truth. But I began to have my doubts after Bob had disproved the insights it offered. And now I don't even know who or what to trust anymore. Father, Mother, even Nanya. I believe them above all others. But I finally know now. I know in what I can trust. The royal priestess must debate each seance with the presiding lawyer and prosecutor. So that it can be interpreted properly. That is how I believe trials here in Karayan should function. Therefore, the Hall of Justice needs me. It's my power that leads trials towards the truth. That is my sacred duty, and I will never shirk from it again.
That right there, Your Benevolence, is the product of what you've learned in your struggles so far. The truth that you realise with your own strength.
As my sacred duty, I must ensure it is fulfilled. I must have the courage to resolve and see it through.
Your Eminence, the Royal Priestess says she will conduct the divination seance. I see no grounds for you to forbid it. Unless, of course, you're worried it might reveal something you find inconvenient.
Mother, I am done letting you have your way. Rafa, you would actually rebel against me, your mother and queen? Though I am scared to see my father's death, I must face my fear. That is what Hornhead has taught me here today.
Rafa.
I am the royal priestess Rafa Padma Kurain. And I am prepared to face my father's death.
Your Eminence. It seems the princess is more grown up than you thought.
Rafa?
Well then, let us proceed with the divination seance. The victim's final moments should be interesting. I wonder what Inga's memories are going to show us.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
What in the...
A faceless being? What the hell? His face. It's just like the picture of the founder. I think that's the last thing anyone expected to see.
Oh, Father, what was it? What was it you saw?
Are we to understand this was the last thing the victim saw?
Yes, there can be no mistake. That's what my father himself witnessed.
How very strange. You don't suppose the Holy Mother possessed the accused and slew Minister Inga for planning a coup? Divine wrath of the Holy Mother? Oh, Holy Mother, we're grateful for your blessing. Talk about a sharp left turn into the Twilight Zone. You know, there's one thing there that caught my attention. That laugh. Who does it belong to and why were they laughing?
Who knows? Though I suppose it could be Dirk after he slew my husband.
Nuh-uh. Oh, uh-huh. But the figure didn't even have a mouth.
Ho, ho, ho. I think we're done here, lawyer.
How so?
You claim Minister Inger was stabbed in his private quarters, and feeling no pain went to the tomb where he eventually fell dead. But this seance vision proves he was stabbed in the tomb and felt great pain, no less.
Oh, that.
Therefore, as I asserted all along, it was the accused who stabbed the minister in the tomb.
Everything just backfired big time. Wow, Garan has the devil's own luck, doesn't she?
Now then, I shall give voice to the soul of the deceased. Listen well and heed these words. At around 3 p.m. my father was waiting in the tomb to make the hostage exchange. He was drinking grape juice while gazing upon the picture of the Holy Mother. He had been waiting vigilantly when suddenly he heard Dirk's voice. The next moment he was stabbed in the back and collapsed. My father tried to shoot his attacker but missed, and the attacker let out a laugh.
So what now, Mr. Wright? It's up to us to knock holes in Rafa's interpretation of Inga's memories. In other words, we need to prove her understanding of them could be mistaken. Alright, I'll give it a try.
Objection!
Your benevolence, there seems to be an inconsistency with your interpretation.
An inconsistency? Where?
Mr. Inger's far too relaxed for what was supposedly about to take place. When he heard the voice you claim is Dirk's, he didn't seem the least bit alarmed. He just kept looking at the picture of the founder.
Ah,
Strange, right? He was waiting for Dirk to arrive with the Founder's Orb. But when he heard the voice, he didn't even turn to look. Don't you think he would have been worried about being attacked from behind?
Then whose voice was it?
Likely someone whose presence wouldn't have alarmed him. Someone like a friend.
But there was no third party at the scene of the crime. Therefore, the voice can only have belonged to Dirk.
Voice of a third party who weren't there in the tomb. Apollo, don't we have something that could reveal the owner of the mystery voice? You know, I think we do. Something that Inga had while he was waiting for Dirk. With it, we just might be able to figure out whose voice it was. I believe we can identify the male voice Minister Inga heard with this. Where the fuck is it going with this?
Take that!
Are you sure that's really going to help? Yeah, sure the sun rises in the east.
You sure are confident. However, I fail to see a connection of any sort.
Unlike the sun, it seems the defense couldn't find the energy to rise to the occasion. Oh, guess I was a bit too fly-by-night. I just know there's something that can help us identify the male voice. He's on the phone. There we go. I was trying to find something about him on the phone.
Take that!
That's my father's.
I know it must be hard for you, but could you look in the photo? There's something there that can point to us toward the identity of the voice. This is the real source of the man's voice.
Take that!
A cell phone?
Right. I believe that the voice that the minister heard was on a call on his cell phone. I see. That certainly makes sense. What is your eminence's view on the matter?
I concede the possibility. It seems I must refine my vision. It appears the voice belonged to one of my father's subordinates.
Why do you suppose he was talking to one of them then?
My father had members of the secret police position throughout the palace. They were supposed to contact him as soon as they saw Dirk and the rest of you.
Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Your benevolence, I believe you have an insight to revise.
I know, barbed head. Don't presume to tell me how to do my duty.
So the voice was coming from the phone. That's good to know. But there might have been other sounds coming from the phone. Sounds that could be clues. Let's take another look at Rafer's insides and really focus on the various sensations. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Lions roar, dogs bark.
Objection!
Okay, not that. But I haven't seen inside with the vision.
Please do tell, where exactly is the consistency lie, Hornhead?
Well, it's kind of hard to say, especially when you put me on the spot like this. The events where they present opinions that won't collapse under pressure. Guess I better take a closer look at the insights and vision before I try again.
Objection!
Nope. I've heard enough. The trial need not be drawn out any longer. Regarding the murder of Minister Ingrid and the assassination of Queen Amara, the defence has failed to counter the charges filed by the prosecution. I will now pass judgment on the accused Dirk Sadmardi and his defenders Apollo Justice and Phoenix Wright. The court finds these three individuals guilty. I think I'm going to have to look that one up because I'm not sure where that one's going. I was so close.
Objection!
I had to break it to you, Benevolence, but you misinterpreted something again.
What do you mean, again?
Smooth move, Apollo. I think you just hurt her feelings. She may put on a brave face, but she feels more than she lets on. Let me rephrase it, Your Benevolence. Your interpretation of your father's phone call to his subordinate at the palace is inconsistent with his final memory.
What do you mean by that?
A lion's roar could be heard over the phone. Don't you find that strange? You claim the call was with someone at the palace. But let me ask you, do you keep lions there?
No. The only animals at the palace are little birdies and my pet frog.
Wait, the giant one in front of the minister's house is a pet?
Besides, there aren't any lions in Karayan. We don't even have any zoos. A rather sad state of affairs, I'm afraid.
Well, I remember hearing a sound like that. The lion's roar coming from the phone is actually from something hanging out in the bazaar. Isn't that the cry of the war bat over in the bazaar?
Huh?
Your Benevolence, do you think you can clarify that voice for me?
Very well. I will now attempt to further refine my vision. What's this?
Just as I suspected, it was the call of a war bag. That means the subordinate minister Inga was talking to was at the bazaar and not the palace.
But why is it important where the call came from? What significance could it have?
She's right. Is it important to know where the call was coming from? Well, I don't see how, but it obviously must be in some way. It's actually very important. Knowing that the person on the other end was at the bazaar means the loud explosion might not have been the sound of a gunshot. Ah.
But I can think of no other item that makes such a noise in the area.
Go ahead, Apollo. Tell her. Oh, that's his fucking snaps. Tell Rafe the real source of the sound. Will do.
Well, Hornhead, I'm waiting. What was the true source of the explosive sound?
Take that!
You believe that to be the source?
Fuck's sake, what do you want? Yeah, maybe.
That's not a very clear answer at all. Could it be your lack of confidence in your claim?
Maybe. Maybe not. Who's to say?
Your Majesty, pound some confidence into the wishy-washy lawyer for me, would you?
Certainly, Your Benevolence. Confidence received. Apollo, let's take a good look at the evidence.
I hope you have a more definitive answer this time, Hornhead. Oh, stupid.
Take that!
There it is. What is that?
It's Abby, your guy's statement. In it, he claims Datsar bowled for a firecracker at him while he was at the bazaar.
Then,
Yeah, the sound heard over the phone was a firecracker exploding.
Objection!
and yet a bullet was found at the scene of the crime. A bullet fired from Mr. Inger's gun. How do you explain that?
We didn't know whether it was fired during the course of the crime, right? Or do you have any evidence that proves when the pistol was discharged?
No, I have none.
Wait a second. If that loud bang was a firecracker, then could that laugh at the end have been... No, it can't be. Oh, it can, and it is. The laugh came from none other than the Joker who got the kick out of startling Abby with the dragon snot snaps. The happy-go-lucky Datsar Bal.
What?
Someone should really put a leash on that guy. I shudder to think how one man can be the cause of so much trouble. Ha 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 ha! Hey there, AJ, PW, you can thank me later. No one asked for your commentary, Mr. Arbol. Your benevolence, do you need to revise your insight?
It would appear so.
Well, this changes everything. Let's go over the details of Rafer's insight again. Alright. I think I've got this down now. Time to find another inconsistency.